language, and you
Amazing.
sounded fantastic.
You should have recorded that. So we could have done like an
I
alien track.
I did record
Oh, you did?
it. I was recording it, yeah.
Smart move. He
Oh
must be a
my
producer.
gosh, hilarious.
All good content for another day.
You sound like Chewbacca.
Okay, and also just because every time I psych myself out, Hannah, it's Hannah, right?
It's what, sorry?
Hannah.
Oh, now I'm...
Hannah.
Now everything's
Hannah.
frozen.
Not Hannah.
For me.
No.
It's Hannah.
Hannah.
Oh, yeah, okay. It's Hannah. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
I do that, and then I just, as I was prepping for this, I just really started overthinking and psyching myself out. It's
Well, you do say like tomato, and you
because
say
I'm
like
also like,
garage.
is it my accent?
It's the accent. It is because we say garage, like UK garage, and
Garage.
you guys call it garage.
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 We don't call it garage.
Garage. Yeah. Or trash. Take out the trash, man.
What do you say for trash?
We say rubbish. Take out the
Also,
rubbish.
the best one is chips and crisps.
Oh yeah, chips and crisps. Yeah, because that really
That's my
messes me up.
favorite.
Or like because when I go to order thinking that I'm getting like chips, but I get crisps.
And
But
what
they
is a
do-
chip to you?
A chip is like a French fry. So in America,
French fries.
when you order fish and chips, they put on the side with French fries. And
Yeah.
you're like,
Yeah. I don't want nachos with my fish, thank you. I want chips. Fish and chips.
Let's just make this interview about the our different accents. You know?
Yeah.
We're done here. You're welcome. Thank you,
England versus
defected.
the States.
Oh man. Okay, where is everybody? Well, I know Birmingham, somewhere in England. Where are you, Sam?
I'm in Cheshire, so north.
Ooh.
We've
Oh,
got,
nice.
South,
North.
Midlands and North with us.
Yeah,
We've got-
literally. Oh my gosh, we have, yeah.
That place is so big. I just watched the Netflix series One Day. Has anybody seen that?
oh,
No.
oh my god! It's a book that with like David Nivens. It came out about 20 years ago, and it was like the book that everyone was reading.
Yeah, that
cool.
feels right. It felt definitely like a book.
Yeah,
But
and it
I
was-
didn't know the ending.
No,
And I
okay,
was-
but
No, I know it now. I watched the series. I
Yeah,
watched
yeah.
the series, and
Okay.
anyways, it made me realize that there's so much, different little towns that they're in, and
Yeah.
different like the difference between the north and like the posh areas, and they
Yeah,
talk a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
about that. So I feel like I learned a lot about.
There you go.
home.
I just learned lots from America off like crime documentaries.
That's what you watch,
Yeah, I'm big on crime.
like real crime.
Yeah, real crime. Yeah.
Have you seen it? There's a
Have
Oh,
you
go ahead,
seen? Have you seen the first 48 and after the first 48? Like we're the same. Obviously, I'm big on crime.
Twinnies.
Yeah, and you
what
need
is
to-
that? What is that about?
It's the first 48 hours after a murder, and I know it sounds fucked up, but it's phenomenal. And obviously, the wildest shit happens in America, and then they have an after series like after the first 48, so it follows the case through the courts, and it's just insane. Like you need to.
And they're
watch
true
it.
cases.
Yeah,
True. Yeah, true.
Oh, that sounds so good.
Yeah.
There's one I just watched one. It's American Nightmare, I think it is.
Oh yes.
Oh yeah,
yes,
I watched that.
That was
That story
Wild.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I was sleeping in my friend's like little back house when I watched that, and I was just the whole night was just like
Oh,
about a home
shit.
invasion. I was like, I'm gonna get taken. Yeah, that was a really bad idea. Being alone
Any little
watching that.
scratches on the door. Yeah. Whenever I watch, I'm like, whenever I watch these crime documentaries, because we don't have that many in the UK, or if we do, I just love the American ones. I'm just like, God bless America.
Do you not? Do you feel like you don't have that many because you don't have as much crime?
Yes.
I don't
and we don't
yeah.
have guns,
I mean, you have
so it's not
Alabama.
wild.
Yeah, you have Alabama, mate. Everything goes down in Alabama, literally.
Yeah, well, you have Alabama. I'm dead. That's wait. Do you? Is there really more crime out here, or is that just a myth?
Well, you guys
it
have
feels
guns.
Like maybe a.
You guys have guns, lunatics.
Yeah,
No,
you
that's-
have
We
guns.
have like a lot of knife crime within like gangs in the UK, but like
And, like, maybe
America's
some
just
mugging.
like, give me a pint of milk.
No,
Shoot you in the head for it. Like it's just
I think I should be
wild.
laughing. That's not all funny, but
Yeah,
no,
but
it is.
it's true.
It is wild. Yeah, and more and more you having to like just to get into a hotel, go through a metal detector.
Yeah,
It's sad, man. It's really
Yeah.
sad. My
Yeah.
brother lives in Chicago, which is
That's crazy.
The most gnarly city, but also my favorite city in America. So
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
Well, we
When,
have Birmingham. You have Chicago. We have Birmingham.
Oh, is
oh my God, that's crazy.
shots fired? Literally.
Literally.
To be fair, I was in Dallas. In fact, no, I wasn't. I was in Houston for the week 2 weeks ago, and the shit that I saw from my hotel room,
Wild.
I saw like people obviously like arguing, and I saw the most horrific things. You know, I love doggies, and that these two like doggies were attached to this pram. This man and woman. This was 9 o'clock in the morning, screaming at each other, and this woman was kicking the dogs, and I was fuming. The
Oh,
hotel, and I was thinking, oh my God, right, if I get down and stop this, like, because I
yeah.
was freaking out, but then they'd turn the block, and I thought, you know what, she could either just abuse them more behind closed doors because she's angry, or she could fucking,
Yeah. Or just
She have a
shoot you in the
gun.
face.
or
Yeah,
she, or
especially in Texas.
and
Yeah.
it's
Houston.
just insane, yeah. And I would walk out, and I didn't go anywhere. And I'm talking, I went to go and grab water. This was between 9 and 11, and the amount of people off their heads just screaming out nothing in the middle of the street. It was the things I saw.
This is America. Don't
Yeah.
catch me slipping up.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the music video for Childish Gambino's "This Is
Yeah.
America"?
Oh no, I haven't actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
insane. So good.
It's one of it's top
So
5
good.
music videos ever, and
Oh,
it's
cool.
powerful.
It's like a short film. It's amazing.
It's done like in just
Oh,
a few
cool.
shots. Like there's like really long shots that are
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
such. It's so sad and so well done.
Oh, no
Feel
check.
on that note, this is
Yes.
America. Okay, I'm going to read your little intro blurb, and then I'm going to ask you some questions, and then we'll be done. Thank you for being so flexible and rescheduling. I was on my death. Okay. You are listening to Femme House Radio with your host, LP Giobbi, and today we are here with Hannah Want, Sam Divine, and Jem Cooke to celebrate their release of Cruel Intentions, out now, as part of Defected's Together series, which focuses on collaborative releases for their 25th anniversary. Sam Divine is one of Defected's longest-running residents, radio show host, and continual star of the label's roster. Hannah Wants is a firm favorite of Defected shows across the globe with a string of recent hits on the label, and Jem Cooke is of House's most in-demand vocalists and songwriters. Together, this dynamic trio delivered some serious heat. Having regularly DJ'd alongside each other while being good friends off the circuit, Cruel Intentions is a seamless amalgamation of the two producers' styles, married together with Jem's enchanting top line. Welcome to Femme House Radio. It is great to see your faces again.
Whoop, whoop.
Thanks for having us.
I'm going to kick it off with a question for all of you. What are the best practices for songwriter-producer collaborations? What do you look for in a good collaborator?
Jem, you want to go first? You collaborate with the most people right now.
Yeah.
I think probably I would start with myself and say always be willing to listen, because I think it's so often these things happen remotely. So I think just being open to someone else's creative pull, because actually it can take you in such a wonderful direction, and these unexpected corners can be sometimes most exciting. That would be where I would start.
Love that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for Hannah and I to collab, well, even Jem actually, like the story from how Jem and I met was at the Women in Music Awards, and I'd actually been in LA previous to us all collabing on this record, and I was like, it just needs to have someone that can actually put my story out on a record as well. And I mean, we could talk about that in a second, but yeah, I think it's really important to collab with artists that you really, really rate, and artists that you can tell a story with as well, a backstory. I mean, it's really cool. You know, there's some collabs that just come off, off the back, and it's just like, yeah, it's cool, let's just collab. But I think, the fact that it's 3 really powerful females on this record as well, and working with 2 incredibly talented artists that I really look up to, that I really appreciate, and are just rock stars in their own right. It was just really important that for me personally that I collab with people that I love as well.
Yeah,
That's amazing. I love that. Hannah?
I mean, I'd mirror Sam's sentiment, but in all honesty, kind of collaborating on records on this kind of level is a new field for me. For the most part, I've just done, well, I've released music on my own, and now, I mean, I've been making music now for over 10 years, and I can honestly say it's only been since Cure My Desire in 2022 that I've, hand on my heart, been honestly happy with the music that I'm releasing, and I've just learned so much, and so now I feel like it's just a whole new open world to me, you know, with collaborating with new artists, actually going down and spending a week or two in London and having writing camps which are planned for this year. I've never done any of that stuff, so I've always worked remotely and hope for the best, and obviously it's kind of done all right so far, but I feel like I'm at the beginning of my production career, so I'm just more excited than anything, really.
That is awesome. Amazing. Jem, you have written hit after hit, such as Breathe with Camel Fat and Back Tomorrow with Ferric Dawn. Tell us how the lyrics for Cruel Intentions developed.
Ooh, that was I kind of put myself back in time slightly, and I heard. Oh wait, I'm trying to remember now. I'm so sorry. This is not. Oh my God!
You're great. Take your time.
How did we do this at the beginning?
We have all sorts of editing, so you're great.
I have the answer to this one, because I kind of I was obsessed. I was listening to Naomi Sharon's Another Life on repeat. It's a down tempo R&B track, and I had it on repeat, and I kind of really like that moody nature. I had this instrumental. I sent it to Gemma, and I said, what do you think? And I just sent this random track. It obviously is completely different, and I just said, I guess I wanted more down the heartbreak route, and then then she came back. We didn't even change anything. She sent back the first draft, and I was like, you've nailed it. So it was
way.
Yeah.
I've forgotten all that. Sorry, I was just like, why did we start this process? That's a lot. But yeah, because now my life is pretty like untraumatic. I did have to sort of plant my head somewhere different to get that kind of sentiment back out there.
Yeah, we wanted that vibe.
Yeah.
Amazing. Hannah, last time I had the honor of talking with you for Femme House Radio, I was really struck with your focus on leading a healthy and spiritual life. What are a few things you do, even while on the road, to maintain health and happiness? I'm asking for a friend.
I am obsessively OCD with organisation. When I go on tour, and I've just come off the back of I think 2 or 3 weeks in America, and my list, I have a daily list. I stay on UK time, so I'll get up at like 2 a.m, 3 a.m. on West Coast. I'll get up at 4 a.m. East Coast. I'll get straight to the gym. I'm honestly, I'm like psycho with it. I'll be on the plane to my next destination. I'll be Googling the nearest juice spot, the nearest CVS to get my alkaline waters, the nearest green, what's it called, Sweet Green, you know, that salad bar that I'm obsessed with.
So you stay on the time zone of the UK?
I stay on UK time zone. So on a non-gig day, I'll go to bed at 4 p.m. West Coast and about 6 p.m. East Coast.
Is that just to keep your body clock having a consistent sleep schedule?
Yes, I don't like to keep shifting time zones, because obviously that can be detrimental to your health. So I just stay on it. So I'll wake up on a gig day at 11 p.m, 12 a.m, and it'll be like my breakfast. I'll get up and go straight to the club, and then I'll come from the club and go to the gym, and then I'll go straight to get on my flight to the next destination. And it really works for me. I know I'm very rare in that sense, but I love it. And to be honest, I'm not a night owl. I love my mornings, so waking up and going to work in the club actually works for me. Plus, you're less tempted to drink alcohol and do drugs, so it's really easy to live the sober life, you know, sober tour life.
Wait, that is amazing. I mean, what if you have a gig that's like, sorry, this is just obviously, I just am trying to know how to do this. How do you, if there's a gig at like 1 to 3 a.m. or like that weird time, are you still trying to sleep before or?
No, I mean, if I had a gig 1 to 3 a.m. in the US, that obviously suits me better, because I can get that extra hour of sleep, you know. It's the festival slots that mess me up, because, you know, the 6, 7 p.m, 8 p.m, that's when I'm sleeping, and that's when it'll mess me up. But, you know, I play more club shows than festival shows on the bounce, so Yeah, it honestly really works. It really works.
And in
That's
the UK, when you have a gig that's so late, like if you are in the UK and you have a gig at 2 a.m, what do you do?
I stay up because I can't nap, and this is probably one of the reasons why I do stay on the UK time zone. I know a lot of people can have quick naps. I cannot switch my brain off to nap.
Same.
I can't do it. So I will just, if I've got a 2 till 4 in the UK, I've got to stay awake. I've got my grenade pre-workouts that just have got caffeine and green tea in, that I'll just have one of those because I don't drink coffee.
You don't even drink coffee?
I don't drink any hot drinks, no tea, no coffee. That's never even touched my mouth.
Wait,
Man.
you're miraculous. Wow, this is okay. I'm literally in awe.
cheers with my coffee.
I know. I've had 7 cups today. Oh my gosh. Sam, as
Hello.
First Lady of Defected, what can people expect from you and Defected on the 25th anniversary?
Well, do you know what? It's been really, really cool to actually. I mean, I've been with Defected 16 years. I was like Miss Divine when I got signed to Defected.
No way. Yeah.
Way, Miss Divine. And I actually had dollar signs in my S's on the miss, like gang star. That was like the Bristol in me. And then Simon was like, about 2 years in, Simon was like, you've got to change your name. And I was like, yeah, I know. Yeah,
I
we'll change
love
it.
that. When I was playing jazz piano at this bar in San Francisco, my name was Lady Leah. So I feel
yeah.
like we have some connection there.
The
Anyways.
ladies, the misses, yeah. And it's been so nice to actually reminisce and go back, because I feel like Defected is such a whirlwind. You know, when I first got signed to Defected, like they threw me into Europe, threw me into international shows, and I was already kind of, you know, 2 years later I was doing the radio show, and it's just been such a whirlwind to actually stop and have like these anniversaries, like the 15-year anniversary, the 25th year anniversary, and stop and actually go back through, you know, my Facebook albums. I never go on Facebook anymore, but to like relive all these, you know, throwback Thursdays, and
So cool.
you know, just trying to find content to post, because it's like we're kind of in this period where like not a lot's going on, you know, at the start of the year, and it's just been so cool to go back and actually stop, you know, press the pause button for a moment and appreciate the journey that I've been on with Defected. You know, it's like, you know, we've got an insane residency this year. From 2011 to 2013, I was resident at Schweier, and now, you know, to go back with my Defected family and do it again, like every week, is insane. You know, obviously we've got to, you know, my first collab with the girls on the label as well, with their Together series, which is super cool that they're doing. And just kind of like joining the dots. And, you know, there was a lot of fans that kind of came onto our community, you know, just around the pandemic time. And I think, you know, for those fans in our community don't really kind of might not know what we did before the pandemic. I know that a lot of my fan base from my community are like that. They don't really know kind of the 1.0 version of Sam Divine or the 1.0 version of Defected. And I think Wes, you know, Simon bowed out nicely, done more, and he was my mentor for many years. And I just feel like with Wes Saunders' new energy, it's just all hands on deck, and it's just such a monster now. You know, there's like no stopping us. And I you know, cut me open and I bleed Defected, you know, Defected till I die, you know, it really is Defected till I die.
That.
It's a blessing and a curse sometimes, but what isn't when you've been
beautiful.
in a relationship that long, you know? But yeah, it's beautiful to see the label still thriving, and everything that we've got coming up is just, yeah, incredible. I'm so proud of like the whole team. And, you know, there's like nearly 50 people that work in the office now, and they work around the clock to put these events on and to get, you know, all this music out, and just the whole rebrand and forever evolving. I'm just so proud of everyone at Defected.
The forever evolving part is so impressive to me. I mean, as a kid from Eugene, Oregon, whose parents only listened to the Grateful Dead, some of my first experiences with house music and dance music were through Defected, and to see how they've built this culture and then continue to evolve for 25 years, it's absolutely magnificent.
It's mind-blowing, and it's still that they're so at the forefront of dance music, and, you know, just opening doors, and, you know, they're trailblazers with, you know, and forever building as well. You know, we've got Glitterbox, you know, Divine Sounds now in with Defected, we've got Classic, we've got DFTD. There's so many kind of spin-offs of all that make up the whole part. Defected is like the heartbeat, and then you kind kind of got like the little
Totally.
sister labels
And really
off.
lead the industry. They're not just following trends, they're really leading.
No, and they're
And
still super current as well. And it's
so
really,
impressed.
the lineups that we've got this year for Ushuaia are just so exciting. It feels like we're going back to like 2012 with the lineups now. So yeah, wait till it drops this week. It's like the lineups are insane.
That's
Insane.
so exciting. Well, congrats again on your new track, Cruel Intentions, which is out now. I love seeing three powerhouses come together to make magic. Go stream Hannah Want, Sam Divine, and Jem Cooke's new track, Cruel Intentions. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, girl dems.
Thank you.